Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, howdy, hi. It's great to see you. Let's start off this wonderful month of September. I hope you had a great Labor Day. But right now it's time to sing. Darn it, we're gonna sing.
Someone's trying to play a trick on me. Good morning. Happy September. Welcome to the Salt Lake Center for Spiritual Living, where transformation happens. We're so glad you're here, whether in person or in our virtual sanctuaries on YouTube and Facebook. My name is Delanne Haslam, and I'm so happy to welcome you today. Our practitioners serving today are Myrna Hurst, sharing a reading and a time of sacred silence before leading us in prayer. And Sue Gardner is holding high watch throughout the service, knowing that the best and highest is unfolding for each one of us as we share this sacred time together. Our theme this month is the genius as magic. Rev Cindy's talk, welcome back, is called Wonder as a Way of Life. And our special music today is none other than Ric Sharette. Woo! Our center is a spiritual community that teaches a philosophy for daily living based on spiritual principles and practices that are universal among religions. We honor every pathway by which people seek to know and connect with the divine, and we work on our individual consciousness so we can help make the world a better place. Please join me now in saying our promise. We promise to embody love, compassion, and kindness everywhere we go, and to be the peaceful presence we want to experience in this world. We recognize the divine oneness in everyone and everything, including all living creatures, Mother Earth, and the universe. We promise to be generous, sharing our time, talents, and treasures as we serve from the highest truth that love is the way. Recognizing and embodying this love for all, we help create a world that works for everyone. Thank you. Do we have any first-time visitors today? If so, we'd love to welcome you. If you're willing to raise your hand. Everybody's been here before. Welcome. We're glad you're here. I was going to let the first-time visitors know that our Get to Know Us meeting, which has been being held on the second Sunday of each month, is now going to be on every fifth Sunday of the month. So our next meeting is going to be November 30th. So even not new people are welcome to come and find out who we are, what we believe, how we run, and how you can get involved. Now, before I share briefly what's coming up, remember you can find many more details on our website at spirituallyfree.org, where you can learn almost anything about our center, register for classes, donate, and submit a prayer request, and much more. If you're here in person, you can do many of those same things at the hospitality table and look at our flyers on the wall. Now, today being the first Sunday of the month, we will be having our first Sunday spiritual practices down in the retreat center right after service. There's a light lunch served, so be sure to join us for that right after the service. And remember, on Wednesdays, you can hop on Facebook for a midweek pick-me-up. There's a meditation at noon. You can watch live or at your convenience after it's recorded. September 12th at 7 p.m., we'll hold our Soulful Friday Kirtan. Rob Wallace and Chris Bowers will be providing soothing sounds of acoustic music and ancient mantras, guiding you to a space of peace, connection, and inner harmony. That will begin at 7. Someone was asking me that, right here in the sanctuary. Your chance to join us for the Mixed Blessings Choir is almost here. Please be sure to sign up. Have you seen the sign-up sheet? It's full. Woo! We have a second page for you to sign. It's next Sunday, September 14th, following the service will be our orientation. And then rehearsals will be held the first and second Sunday of each month at 12:30, right here in front of the stage. Remember, there's no experience needed, so don't miss this opportunity to connect with the community and participate in music as a sacred spiritual practice. Following the service, an awesome service on September 21st, Megan Solito will be providing a workshop called From Blocked to Brilliant, Stepping into Your True Magic. The magic isn't out there, it's in you. Learn to recognize your magic, release what's been holding it back, and let it transform every area of your life. That sounds amazing. The House of Prayer for All Peoples will begin celebrating the high holy days of Judaism on September 22nd, which is a Monday, with Erev Rosh Hashanah. Join us for Kiddush and apples and honey at 7 p.m. Now remember, the next foundations class, or new equivalent, is going to start up this fall, so keep an ear out for more details about that. And last, I'd like to remind you that our center was founded on and is grounded in prayer. Prayer helps us deal with whatever comes our way and helps us recognize there's a spiritual purpose for whatever may be happening. If you're having trouble knowing this, please let one of our practitioners pray with you and know this for you until you can know it for yourself. Our practitioners are trained in the art and science of affirmative prayer, and they are the ones wearing the stoles. They're available right after service across the hall. And of course, you can always submit a prayer request in the lobby or online, and then all of our practitioners will uphold you in prayer for the week. Now I invite you to allow the reading, a time of sacred silence, and our centering music to open our hearts as we prepare to receive Myrna's prayer.
There are more of you. Good morning. Ernest Holmes tells us that there's a power in the universe greater than we are, and we can use it. This month's book is called Living Magic, The Surprising Practical Choice. And the author has written this book in some ways especially for us. She tells us the same thing as Ernest Holmes does, but she uses different words. Ernest Holmes called it power. Megan calls it magic. Here's what she says. Magic is life's hidden intelligence, not superstition, but the creative force organizing galaxies, synchronicities, and breakthroughs. magicians, that would be us, aren't here to fix problems. We're here to create worlds. When you prioritize creation over fixing, you instantly step into the quantum. Why? Because creation follows its own principles. It doesn't depend on your personality, your motivation, or even your talent. Creation is a force of its own, waiting for you to align with it. This is the magic of creation. When you stop organizing your life around problems and instead organizing it around what you choose to bring into being, you're no longer a responder. You are a creator. Every magician is born with magic. This isn't just a poetic metaphor, it's etched into language itself. The word genius comes from the Latin genus, guardian, deity, a spirit, which watches over each person from birth, spirit, incarnation, wit, talent, to beget, to produce. Later, it came to mean a person of natural intelligence or talent. Genius, or what we will call magic, is the natural qualities and capacities you were born with. When you express these thoroughly, you are energized and alive. To commit to a life of magic is to say yes to your own evolution. You have a way of using magic that is uniquely yours. It is the same magic you carried as a child, the magic that made time disappear, that allowed you to build whole universes in your imagination, that filled your body with delight. As an adult, that same current still lives in you. The moment you begin to use your magic consciously, the very molecules of your body begin to change. You stop waiting for life to happen. And remember, you are a magician you are a magician in the making. Let's consider that as we pray. In the silence for just a moment.
It's like the air around me. It's like the sunlight on my face. I feel the love of God surround me, and I am touched by amazing grace. And all I ever wanted, and all I ever needed was already here. Closer than the sunlight, and nearer than the air. And I breathe in, and I am filled with the Spirit. It is health to my body. It is peace to my mind. It is joy. It is joy to my soul. And I breathe out simple prayer, thank you. my breath becomes a song that was singing all along, that was singing everywhere, nearer than the air. It's like the air around me. It's like the sunlight on my face. I feel the love of God surround me, and I am touched by amazing grace. And all I ever wanted, and all I ever needed, was already here. Closer than the sunlight, and nearer than the air.
Let's pray together. This morning I've chosen the prayer that is today's prayer from the 101 days of prayer that we've been doing. So join me. The divine is the creator of all that is, the heavens above, the earth beneath, and all that within them lies. As a creation of the divine, that divine essence dwells in me and in all that I see. I hear the voice of the earth crying out for peace and harmony. It is up to those of us who dwell on the earth to hear her cry and help peace and harmony to happen. We, as the voice of the divine, hear her cries and allow peace to happen within our own selves and then with those around us. I have felt nature absorbing my pain, and now choose to replace that pain with trust. I release my word into the divine law and know that it is done as I believe. And as we know that, let's together say, and so it is.
The song I chose for us to sing together this month, I think has a lot of magic in it. When I think of magic, I think of being a little 5-year-old boy and just being in awe and wonder of all the amazing things, of course, that I didn't know how they worked or much about the why about what happens, but that wonder is just everywhere. And this song, I think, really supports that idea. It's called Let's Play. Playing brings us back to that child within us and reminds us to not take things so seriously and to lift ourselves up in the innovative and creative journey of just playing, spontaneous joy. So let's sing this wonderful song by Sean Galloway. It's called Let's Play.
Remember the feeling
Isn't that an awesome song? Shucks, I wish I wrote it. Well, I'm gonna shift the energy a little bit. Happy Grandparents' Day. My grandmother came to live with us when I was 3 years old. My grandpa had passed away from MS, and I never realized until I was out of the house how magical that living with my grandmother, just having her in the same house, just a little separate apartment my dad built. I'd sneak over there in the morning sometimes for breakfast, and I'd ask her if I could play her piano, and she always said yes. We'd bake cookies together and look at comic strips and watch her black and white TV. And as I got older, my adolescence, a lot of my challenges, they seem so silly now, but I would always take them to my grandma. She was such a good listener. It was magical what she created for me and how she blessed my life. This is the second song I've ever written. It was back in 1979, and it was just 9 days before I left my home in Detroit, Michigan, and chased a Mormon girl out to Utah. No, I didn't catch her. But it was on Christmas Eve, I gave her this song. It's called Grandma's House. I'm going to try not to cry. Grandma's not a word all by itself. There's a lot of love on Grandma's shelf. There's chocolate cake and homemade pie and ice cream castles to the sky. Party trays and old cliches, when all my world seemed cold and gray. There's little gifts of praise and pride. She's letting me know she's on my side. So many things she taught me, and so much good she raised in me. Her love and wisdom still bloom inside my heart. She's still alive in me. Sugar and spice and all things nice, a humble giving sacrifice. Her patience in my time of need, her love in every thought and deed. Her kindness molding love from clay is Grandma's life from day to day. And if you ask me why, I'll say she loves to give her love away. So many things she taught me, and so much good she raised in me. Her love and wisdom still bloom inside my heart. She's still alive in me. Yes, Grandma's house is a special place, built in love with every trace. And cookies aren't the only thing that living with my grandma brings. It's a lump of life where dreams take part, 'cause Grandma's home is in her heart. Thank you. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Rick, for that beautiful song. I didn't know it was Grandparents' Day. And didn't know that I needed to bring tissue today. Thinking about my grandmother, who I called Bubby. There's nothing like your grandparents' place, for sure. And for me, it wasn't that she made cookies and things like that, although she made some awesome matzo ball soup. But we would go for a walk to Thrifty's and get a double scoop for 10 cents of ice cream. I'm dating myself, I know. Hi, everyone. It's good to be back. Happy September. Yes, our month, our theme of the month, the genius of magic. And today talking about wonder as a way of life. Now, our book of the month, and Reverend Myrna mentioned this, written by Megan, she pretty much wrote this book for us. Isn't that remarkable? She will be here with us in person on the third Sunday and be providing a workshop as well. And I love the name of her book, Living Magic, The Surprisingly Practical Choice. The Surprisingly Practical Choice. And when I think of people that live in that paradigm of wonder and magic, I know that a lot of times I'm including myself, we end up getting labeled as unicorns, as Megan calls them, as different, as creatives, as a little weird, a little bit different, right? I'm one with that. I'm good with my differences. I'm good with my weird. But when Megan says, when you start to see your sensitivity, and I would say that unicorns are sensitive folks, as strength, the collapse stops being the end of the story. It becomes the beginning. Sensitivity is the field to which the shift before the visible, to know where energy is and be ready to flow. The world needs unicorns because the world needs this level of attunement. Without it, we continue to repeat the same patterns. With it, we create this future. So make sure you pick up one of these books. They're out in the lobby. I think the ones that were downstairs were sold, right? But they're on Yeah, there's still a couple downstairs, and you can get them on Amazon. Great book that she wrote just for us. So, speaking of unicorns, what's the last time that you all looked into the night sky or up into the mountains and the trees and felt completely connected? Maybe small, but completely connected to what you're seeing out there. Many of you know that I just got back from being away. I was in the Seattle area, and then I was in Alaska, and boy, did I have opportunity to feel that connection. I'll talk a little bit more about that. But I am so grateful that I had that time to unplug. I had that time to do something differently than I've always done it. Let me start here, because I'm talking about wonder, and wonder as a way of life. What is wonder? Wonder is a feeling of surprise, mingled with admiration, caused by something beautiful, unexpected, unfamiliar, or inexplicable. See, wonder is different than curiosity and awe and amazement. Curiosity, you're seeking answers. Awe humbles us. It humbles us before greatness. And wonder, what I'm saying is wonder is a way of life. It's not just for those mountaintops, and it's not just for those whales that I saw in Alaska. Wonder is a way of living your life on a daily basis. It's a choice. A quote from Richard Rohr about wonder. The real gift of a contemplative practice is to be happy and content even while we are just sitting on the porch, looking at a rock, or when we are doing the nothingness of prayer, of gazing at anything in its ordinariness, or when we can see, accept, and say that every single act of creation just is, and thus allow it to work its wonder on us. This is what I'm talking about when I'm talking about wonder as a way of life. So why does wonder matter so much? It matters so much because it connects us with something that's bigger than us. What about the wonder of just hearing a child giggle? The wonder for me of being on that cruise ship, like, where do they get all this food? I wonder, where do all these people that work at seemingly like 24 hours a day, where do they sleep? And how do they refresh themselves? I had a lot of wonder. Wonder of being out on the balcony and seeing the horizon and the water so incredibly smooth. The wonder of the beautiful weather that we had every single day. I felt so connected with nature. It's exactly what I needed. The next thing of why wonder matters is relationships. Wonder opens us to see through fresh eyes. Okay, many of you in this room have been in relationships for years and years, not just with spouses, boyfriends, girlfriends, but with children, with parents, with friends, childhood people that you've grown up with. And sometimes we get kind of jaded because we know the person so well. And we think, oh, yep, there they go again. They're going to say that same thing, right? Because we've been with them all these years. But if you stay in wonder, I love it when I stay in wonder and I watch my wife navigate our neighborhood, helping people in our neighborhood that need extra help. and the wonder of what a big heart she has to go out there and to help these people. That's the kind of place that I always want to be coming from. Because yes, we get on each other's nerves. We all do in some way, shape, or form. We do things the way we do things, and that's not how someone else does it. But if you stay in wonder in these relationships, it keeps that relationship fresh. The next reason and important thing of why wonder matters is personally. Wonder renews us. Wonder refreshes us. It brings us joy. It brings the creativity. It's so important that we live a lifestyle of wonder. So, part of my trip away, I was not on the cruise ship the whole time. I was outside of Seattle in this little city called Fall City. It's about 35, 40 minutes out of Seattle. And my friends, Janet and David, purchased a home there. And it's on 4 acres. And let me tell you that these 4 acres were like a park in itself. Magical rings of trees and giant boulders and nature everywhere. And every morning, they invited me for a coffee, and I'd get my coffee, and we'd go outside, and we'd be just sitting there chatting. Sometimes David is a musician, and he would play some music, and things would pop up. Deer, owls, eagles. It was remarkable. And I just sat there in wonder. Like, this is their yard. This is where they live. They get to do this every day. Well, not every day. It's a kind of a gray and cloudy part of the world there. But on these days that I was there, it was just spectacular, beautiful, light and bright. Not too warm, not too cold, just perfect. So I sat there with Janet and David in wonder every morning, starting off my day. One morning I woke up and Janet says to me, "Did you hear that last night?" And I said, "No, what did you hear?" Chomp, 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 chomp. And I said, "No, I didn't hear that. I would have looked out the window." Basically, they had this big, beautiful pear tree that was full of pears, and the bears got to the pears. They didn't eat them all. We managed to pick like 5 bags of pears, but they were having a good old time, let me tell you. That brings me so much wonder. Wow. Nature is amazing. So next, I know that we all have obstacles to living wonder. Like things we gotta do, work, chores, responsibilities. Sometimes we end up going on autopilot because of this. I admit it. I go on autopilot. I noticed that for myself this morning. I got up. Bren is in Las Vegas dog sitting for my family because now they're on a cruise. I got up, got myself ready, got my doggies ready, and went out on the walk. And my walks are always remarkable. A lot of times I'll take pictures of blooms and trees and things that I see when I'm out there because I want to make sure I'm paying attention so I can live this life of wonder. But this morning, I was on autopilot to get it done. Come on, girls, do your thing. Mama's got places to be, places to go, right? So I noticed that. I noticed I'm on autopilot, I'm getting it done, getting my chores done, getting them fed, getting ready to get here. But sometimes you need to change a routine. Right? That's what happened to me in Seattle in Fall City. First of all, I don't always have coffee in the morning. But I did every morning with my friends, and we did it outside. That was changing my routine. How can you change your routine to keep it fresh? Now, I know some people like to know what's coming next, and that's another thing about an obstacle, fear and control. Like, we want to know what's next. Right? We want to know what's next rather than living this mystical, magical life, this inspired life. When I worked for a company for 11 years and was let go of, and I was in ministerial school, I had a practitioner session with my practitioner. And she said to me, Cindy, you get to live life differently. And I'm like, what are you talking about? She said, you're now living an inspired life. You get up and you see what is yours to do for this day. Maybe people that are in retirement understand this. Maybe not, because we get lots of stuff to do on our plate, right? So by living an inspired life, what I noticed is it allowed me to be where I was most needed to be. I had a friend going through breast cancer. All of a sudden, my schedule was open, and I could take her to appointments. I had a lot of things like that pop up in my life so that I could be where I was most needed to be. I'm not telling you this to tell you to go quit your job. I'm telling you this because sometimes there's things that you can do on a daily basis where you're listening and understanding that this is where I need to be right here with my friend or with my family. The other thing that gets in the way as an obstacle is cynicism. You know, we get jaded. That lifing thing, that peopling thing, right? We just get used to things not always working the way we'd like them to work. So you just kind of, you just kind of brush it off and forget to notice the birds in the trees, the squirrels that are playing, the loving look your pets give you. Not just when she wants to be fed, but just because I'm there. Just because they're there. Our grandchildren, our children, our friends. Sometimes we forget to notice the love that is right in front of us. I'm not saying that life isn't going to stop lifing. It is. But you want to look through that lens of wonder as much as you can. So there's things that we can do to cultivate this wonder. Practices. We can be mindful. We can pause and notice in our daily activities what's going on here. What about when you get in your car? Isn't it a wonder that we get in these vehicles? We turn them on, most of the time they work. We turn them on and we get from point A to point B. Isn't that amazing? Back in the day, we didn't have that. Some people still don't have that. What about being in wonder that you get to go into your kitchen and open the refrigerator and decide, what am I going to feed myself with? Okay, it's not quite like a cruise, Jerry, where I get to go to the buffet and decide what I want. But how amazing is it that I have the abundance and the know-how to put together something delicious and nutritious to take care of myself? Well, sometimes people put things in the microwave, but that's all an amazing wonder too. All these options that we have. So stop, pause, notice. Be mindful of every little thing. Be mindful that you have the ability to brush your teeth, that you have a toothbrush, that you have toothpaste, that you have running water. Be mindful. Next is ask yourself empowering questions. Not those questions, oh, why did you do that again? That's not what I'm talking about, folks. How would love show up? What am I meant to know and learn from this situation? How is this expanding my life? See, these are empowering questions. Ask yourself these questions, and you'll see the wonder in your life. Become that child again. Rick talked about that. That 5-year-old that thought everything was magical. Everything really is magical. Look through the eyes of yourself as a child. There's so many magical, miraculous things that happen on a day-to-day basis. I don't know, adults that are adulting kind of forget how amazing life is. If you ever forget, just go and spend time with a child. And you'll see how magical life is. The next is gratitude. We talk about gratitude here all the time. Stay in gratitude. If the only thing you can do today is say thank you, that's enough. Gratitude practice changed my life many times over. It was the biggest challenges in my life that I reached for that extra gratitude practice. And it always, always, always comes through. If you've forgotten about gratitude in your life, pick it back up. Put a piece of paper by your bedside and write at least 5 things you're grateful for before you go to sleep. Maybe write 5 more things you're grateful for when you wake up. And finally, engage with community. Like, don't miss today's meeting after here. Besides getting fed, we're going to practice spiritual practices together. Don't miss it. Engage in nature. Look at this beautiful place we live in, you guys. You can go a few miles away and find a beautiful trail. It doesn't have to be a hard hike. Maybe you can't hike right now, but you can take your car. You can go up to the mountains. You can sit in reverence, in beauty, and feel that connection to nature. So living wonder is a way of life. It's a choice, as I said. It's a choice point. If you feel like you're not doing that, put on a new pair of lenses. Look through a different frame. You choose it. Wonder helps us live with openness, with reverence, and with this sense of connection. So I have a vision for this community. What if everyone that walks through these doors lives from a sense of wonder? Can you imagine how we would be here for each other? How we would support each other in living our best lives? In appreciating what we have? In appreciating this beautiful place that we live in? Look, I'm going to just say this. When I was away, it did give me a change in what I was viewing on a daily basis. And what it did for me was remind me of just how blessed I am to be in a community such as this. How blessed I am that we get to come together and have these kind of conversations and remind each other to live in wonder. To remind each other the beauty that surrounds us. To remind each other of the big hearts that we are surrounded with in this community. Put your hand on your heart just for a moment. Close your eyes and remember a time of wonder. Maybe it was looking at the ocean or looking at an enormous tree or a bear or a bird. Feel that sense of wonder in your heart. Allow that sense of wonder to inhabit every cell and atom of your body. Breathe that in. Upon the exhale, just let that sense of wonder go into this room, into our state, into our country, encapsulating this beautiful globe, Mother Gaia, this beautiful world. That sense of wonder is always inside you. It is who and what we are. I'm going to end with this quote from Rumi talking about wonder. The wonder of water moving over a rock in the stream justifies existence. The swish of a horse's tail. I am stunned by the grandeur of the unseen one that governs all movement. Have you ever gotten breathless before a beautiful face? For I see you there, my dear. This is a wonderful problem waiting for you. How to keep from fainting when we see it in each other. Let's pray. And just staying in that sense of wonder, breathing it in. Such deep gratitude. Grateful for this day, grateful for grandparents, grateful for music, grateful for choosing a life of wonder. I'm grateful for nature and the whales and eagles and owls and all the critters that I saw. Grateful for the stunningly beautiful landscapes that were before me. Grateful for the opportunity to be in such a sacred place where I felt my connection to the One wholeheartedly, undoubtedly. Grateful to know that there is only one power, one presence, one love. It was in the whales and the water and the ship. It was in the bears and the jumping salmon, the otters, the sea life. It was in every boat, every tree, every glacier and mountain. There's no place that this oneness is not. Whether you call it God, spirit, oneness, allness, love, energy, light, Allah, Jehovah, Hashem, the way. Knowing that this universal medium that is everywhere and everything is speaking through me, beating as my heart, stepping through my steps, smelling and seeing through my senses. I know the same truth for each and every beautiful soul hearing this prayer, whether in this room or online, on YouTube and Facebook, watching it in this now moment or watching it later. That we are one and the same as the one, always unified, always present and never absent. So knowing this truth with the capital T, I claim and know wonder. I claim and know wonder as a way of life for all of us. I claim and know wonder as magic, wonder as genius. I claim and know for all of us unicorns, for the weird, for the wild, for the creative, for the sensitive, that we are here at a time like this because we are who we are. Loving beings, big-hearted souls, here to make a profound difference on this planet. Because we show up with this sensitivity. We show up with this generosity. We show up authentically. I claim and know this for this planet where there's places on this planet that are experiencing something other than love. That we get to be the love. We get to bring the love. We also get to be the peace and give that out. We don't hold it back because we know as we give it out, it comes back multiplied. We don't have to hoard it for ourselves because there's an endless supply of love. The more we give, the more we get. The more we give, the more we get. So I ask you to say your name either silently or out loud and the names of your beloveds that are in the need for a prayer today. Cindy. Yes, yes, yes. This is a fertile soil that we plant these prayer requests in. Nothing too small, nothing too big to request. For this is a place where we know prayer works. And for this, I am so grateful to know that a shift has occurred. It is done now. It might be a subtle change, a subtle difference. It might be something huge and dynamic that we walk out of the room and we recognize and realize something is different. And for this, I know the only thing to do is to let it go. Surrender. There's nothing on this human realm that makes us have to manipulate or be concerned because it's already done. It's done now. And if you resonate with any of this, please say with me, and so it is. Amen. Ash. Thank you, thank you. It is that time where we get to practice another spiritual practice. I call it circulation. And the truth is that I have a lot of gratitude for all of you in this room because this community is here because of all of you. We co-create this together. It's not just Ric in the band, although it's very important to have Ric in the band. It's not just me and our practitioners and our board and our AV team It's all of us together creating what happens here. Our events, our classes. So ushers, if you please come forward. Ernest Holmes says, there's a natural law of circulation inherent in the universe. The more we give, the more we receive. Go ahead, ushers, and do your collection. And I certainly experienced that on my trip. The more that I saw, the more that I saw. I can tell you this, I've been whale watching at least a half dozen times in Mexico, mostly in California, and I never had an experience like I had in Alaska. Remarkable. And I saw them at first from a distance, and I was so grateful. And I had my camera, and I was taking pictures, and the more grateful I got, what happened? They got closer and closer and closer until they were about where Reverend Myrna's sitting, right from me, right at the side of the boat. That's how it works. Living a life of wonder. Let's bless this gift. Thank you, Gail. Let's outstretch our hearts through our hands and repeat after me. I am so blessed.
I am so blessed.
We are so blessed.
We are so blessed.
We know as we circulate, it comes back. Multiplied abundantly. We are so blessed. And so it is. Thank you.
So I forgot to introduce Rick the first time he sang. I always do that. But he's the most magical person I know. He deserves an introduction. His lyrics and his compositions just blow me away. I'm so grateful I get to sing his music. And honestly, he's the most genuine and kind person I've ever met. So thank you for being a blessing in our lives, Rick.
Wow.
Your turn.
Well, I'm going to take the opportunity to introduce you to a new friend of ours. Val, come on up.
Wow.
So Val was just strolling along with her saxophone, just like this. She came to Salt Lake City Pride, I think it was the end of June, and noticed the Salt Lake Center for Spiritual Living booth that was there, and started talking to people, and obviously she was wearing her saxophone like a badge. She was actually on her way to another gig. She was going to play with the Lavender Menace, which is a honk band. I didn't know what a honk band was. Honk band. Yeah, it's it's like a marching band for social justice and positive causes. So she also plays clarinet with the West Jordan Concert Band and Symphony. She's very talented, and we didn't know she could honk this way.
Honk your horn.
Oh, this is a cool song that lends itself beautifully to a nice saxophone solo. So we'll enjoy that. This is a song called "I Got a Mind." I wrote it as part of a foundations project for one of the times I took foundations class here. Take a class, people. It was yarns ago, and this is, well, I think the song speaks for itself, but it takes a little bit of attitude. So if you'll excuse me, I'm going to don some attitude to sing this song. I Got a Mind. Things I do. I've got a mind to do the things I do. I'm gonna do things my way, 'cause that's the way I'm going through. I got a mind to say the things I say. I've got a mind to say the things I say. I'm gonna say things my way, though they may say, hey, that's risque. You know I got a mind to thinking bigger than I thought. Make a new decision, I don't have to buy the things I bought. It's powerful to know I make it up along the way. I'll be true to myself, but my dreams off the shelf and get up a better way. I've got a mind to feel my heart's desire.
I got a mind, I got a mind.
I've got a mind to heal my heart's desire.
I got a mind, I got a mind.
I'm gonna listen always. I'll let my heart and mind conspire. I got a mind to question everything.
I got a mind,
Everything.
I got a mind.
I've got a mind to question everything.
I got a mind, I got a mind.
I'm gonna quiz the teacher, but I will heed my own heartstrings. You know I got a mind to thinking bigger than I thought. Decision, I don't have to buy the things I bought. It's powerful to know I make it up along the way. I'll be true to myself, I'm the truth of the shell, make it up a better way. I got a mind. Take it away, Val.
I got a mind, I got a mind. I got a mind, I got a mind.
Got a mind thinking bigger than I thought. I'm making new decisions. I don't have to buy the things I bought. It's powerful to know I make it up along the way. I'll be true to myself and my dreams, but I shall make it up a better way. I got a mind to choose which way I go.
I got a mind, I got a mind.
I've got a mind to choose the way I go.
I got a mind, I got a mind.
I'm gonna choose my own way. I'll overthrow the status quo. Yeah. 'Cause I got a mind to do the things I do.
I got a mind, I got a mind.
I've got a mind to do the things I do.
I got a mind, I got a mind.
though it may cause a hullabaloo. There you go, Val. Oh, thank you. That was so much fun. Oh, thank you, Reverend Cindy, for your message, and welcome back. It's great. Let's live in wonder. You know, every Sunday I'm just in awe of this band I get to play with, so I'm in wonder at least every yeah, it's awesome. And Val, I can think of a lot of songs where a saxophone would be really cool. Remember our visioning? It's the first Sunday of the month, so that'll be downstairs. No? Oh, okay.
Spiritual practices.
Spiritual practice, okay. Yes. Okay. Okay. Spiritual practice. A spiritual practice service. And we have Kirtan coming up later this week. That's Friday night, 7 o'clock. Be here to bliss out to the amazing Kirtan music. It's very participatory, and you can just sink into that bliss of. It's another spiritual practice. It's wonderful experience. So we'll have Rob and Chris do that, and I understand they're bringing a guest. So be in wonder about that. Love to have you here. And then next week, next Sunday, choir. Yeah, it'll be an orientation meeting, but you'll learn more about Rich Smith, which is hopefully it'll be really embarrassing for him. No, he's a wonderful guy, and we've got great plans for the choir, and it'll be really exciting to just kind of sing a little bit with each other, be very informal, and just look forward to that after services next Sunday. All right. Remember that practitioners are available across the hall after the service. Take advantage of that. Let's stand, everybody, and sing this magical song together. This is affirming that you have the magic within you in your own two hands, and all the other parts too.
Place with my own two hands. I'll make a